in Elijah is the story in First Kings. He's like, I would say he's one of my favorite dudes in the Bible. Like, that guy is so freaking cool. Like, all the things that happened to him, the way he lived his life. But there's a part of his story that we're going to talk about that I relate to so much. And I think it comes back to his humanity. In chapter 18, Elijah once again is sent by God. During that time, Jezebel, like, have you heard, that story of Jezebel, the sexy lady, that lady, the crazy lady? Jezebel has been doing some bad things, right? So she has hooked up with Ahab, who is the king of these people, and he is basically kind of like the king of the Israelites. So the Israelites, the chosen people of God, right? The people that God has continually like just pursued and loved. Jezebel, one person, side note, one person can be very powerful, whether positive or negative. In this story, Jezebel has single-handedly turned the people of God and Ahab against God and worship new gods, little gods with a small g. And Elijah, you going potty, bud? Okay. Mom life, sorry guys. Elijah is being sent. God says, listen, these are my people. They continue to just do stupid stuff and just turn away from me. I need you to go help me and get these guys to get back on track, right? Because that's how God is. He pursues us. He loves us. He wants connection with us. So what does he do? He's like, I want these guys to just get it together and come back to what's the truth, right? And so Elijah basically goes and he does like a battle with the priest of the fake gods. And when I was preparing this message, all I could think about was a dance battle because I love dance movies and like Step Up and all those movies. So all I could think about was Elijah against like these fake, gods, whatever. Anyway, it's probably not for other people, but for me, I thought it was really cool. And basically what happens is Elijah challenges these guys and says, okay, my God is going to rain down fire. I want to see your God do it. Obviously, the fake gods didn't do it. And woohoo, everyone knows that God is real. Elijah ends up going and slaughters all the priests. He kills hundreds of priests. And he's like on this winning streak. Like, do you remember when the Lakers won like back to back to back and we were like, LA would never defeat us. Like, we are, bring it, right? It was like the Kobe, Shaq season. Like, we were just like amazing. This is Elijah right now. Elijah is living high. He is living like, this is my God, bring it. What else are you going to bring? And then something else happens. In chapter 19, we see a different Elijah. Elijah goes from Shaq and Kobe to he just falls off. We see a completely different Elijah. He's tired. He feels defeated. He hears that Jezebel has heard what he's done with these, what he did in the altar and bring fire and killed the men. And he's afraid. He's afraid that Jezebel is coming for him. Can you imagine going from this super high, like, winning streak to one person making you feel so small? I'm pretty sure it wasn't the one person. I'm pretty sure in his body and mind, he had reached his capacity of how much he can do. I feel like we live that way. We live in a place where we're go, 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 go. And I feel like this message is for my life too. We're on survival mode all the time. We live on these winning streaks. We're in different industries. We're pursuing the next, the next rank at work. We're pursuing the next degree in school. We're pursuing the next business venture, which again, nothing wrong. But what happens is we forget that there's another part to us. which is, I think, the most beautiful part, which is the part that we are still humans. We live in this busyness and this pursuit. And then we go and we do what Elijah did. Elijah literally went and hid in a cave in the middle of nowhere. And you know what he did? He took a nap. And I felt like that was something that is so simple, and as a mom, a working parent, is something that we need to have a higher value for, is rest. He literally, the Bible says, he went to the cave and took a nap. And you know what happened during that nap? He was visited by the angel of the Lord. And chapter 19, verse 7 says, "And the angel of the Lord came again and touched him and said, 'Arise and eat, the journey is too great for you.'" I think so many of us, we don't take the time to do those things. We don't take the time to press, pause on life and take a weekend off. How many people in LA have taken a weekend off? How many people in LA, or in general, I think in our society, where on social media everyone is winning? The first question that I feel like here in SoCal, the first thing people ask is they want to know your resume, right? "Hi, my name is Marcy." "Oh, where'd you go to school? What do you do?" Right? It's like you go through this list of all the things because my name isn't enough. And I don't want to live that way. I don't want to continue to push a culture where that is how we're going to raise the next generation of people, where the resume is what we bring value to instead of living a life that is wholehearted. I think for someone who was like Jesus, that he came being fully God and he became fully man, and the way he died, he didn't have to die that way, but he chose to. I think we can take so much from that. We can really take a reset on what society says is success, which unfortunately for them it looks like the LinkedIn being stacked, right? The Instagram followers, "You're under 10,000? Get out of here." That is so counterculture to what Jesus was about. You know what Jesus really cares about? Is that you know who your neighbor is. That you take time to spend with your mom who works 70 hours a week. That you take time to refine the gift he's given you. That you take time to give value to the things that slow down. That you take time to pursue the things that he's called you to do.